Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou, with the Messy Craft Corner. Hello, welcome, come on in, say hi, do all the things. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just thought of something. I have this, and a couple things I thought were patriotic in here. I thought I had a little flag pin, but I don't believe I do. These are some fun little jewelry pieces. Oh, ouch. Ooh, it got me. The scissors pin got me, you guys. Hello and welcome. Come on in. We're going to get started here in a second. I thought that I had something, but I guess I don't. This is really pretty, though. Look at that. We might add that on here. Okay, so, and this is just a jewelry box I picked up at the flea market. And, you guys, I shared a bunch of, you want to get some vintage jewelry for crafting. There's some in the Shopify. Y'all can head over there and grab yourself a bag. It's a half a pound of mixed kind of things. So, I was wondering if this would fit on here. It will. It will, but it won't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it will, but it won't. But we could still find something to put on there. Some kind of gemstone or something. But anyways, because I think like something like that would look cool pinned on there. Anyways, so here's our book we've been working on throughout the day. We're getting ready to put together one of the mini kits that's within the kit. And that is the wooden, it's a wooden piece that is a bookmarker. So let me tell you about this. These are going to come... You're going to get whatever tassel that Larry puts in your bag, because that's who's working on the kits for these. So we're going to make one using matte medium. You can use Mod Podge and the napkin, and we're going to make us a really cool wooden piece for in there. But before we do that, I want to go through and I want to stick some of these throughout the book. Okay, so we have these pages and stuff where we can add some fun little extra things, like so. And if we do three sides, we can create a slip-in for some smaller journal tags, or even, or even these. So let me show you how to do that. And these were out of the ephemera kit. I'll be posting a link for this later today. I'm going to put them offset just a real little bit, okay? So we're going to add a big enough space that this will slip in here. And this one will slip in up here. And then we can put a little tab or a little pull on these as well. So I hope you guys have been enjoying today. There are some kits still available in the Shopify. The link is in the description of this video. Go grab yourself one if you like to have one. They've been hand put together by myself and by Larry. Larry's been helping away too. We both have a little extra thank you surprise in the kits that have not been shown. In the reveal. There's something extra in the kits. Just a little fun thing for you. So if you get one. The ephemeras is on Amazon. So I have a link for those. So that's what these are. But again, feel free to use whatever things that you like to for your... Now look at that. That just looks cute sticking out like that, don't you think? And these were on like a bigger banner that I was going to use some of my paper in, but I decided not to, and I decided to cut the circles out. But it was like in a banner shape. So just a lot of fun. Now I got to tell you a little secret. I did tell you guys, be careful, don't put your pen in there until your glue dries. And when I went to show Larry my pen, I had the pen glued in. So I had to pry that out, but look at how cool that turned out, you guys. All right, so let's see, where else do we want to add some smaller fun elements? I have this piece here. See this piece right here? And what I want to do is I want to add some of this kind of to it, if that makes sense. I just want to add a little bit behind it. Let's see. I know the little children were cute, weren't they? So just a little piece like this. and then a little piece like that. And that's how we're just going to add that on there, you guys. So now we're just in that kind of decorating stage, that phase of how can we make the pages look less blank and look kind of cool. I feel like those stars should be on the top. And less blank, okay? So like it kind of looks blank or bare. What can you do? Well, you can take something and you can clip it in there. And I forgot my paper clips, you guys. Hang on. Do I have some right here? Yes, I do. So you can just take some paper clips, and y'all are getting plenty of pieces of little extra goodies that you can just take, and you can just make little tab holders or little journal card holders or whatever it is that you want to call it. Oh, I have to reset for tomorrow, you guys. Jimmy Lou is tired already. So we can just take something like this, like, oh geez, I put it on the wrong end. Jimmy Lou, and just clip it. Okay, clip more than one thing if you like. I have a bunch of things here actually. So, you know, you can clip a couple of things together that just make the spread look a little nicer, but still leave you room for journaling and for adding photos. Journaling and adding photos. You can also use pieces like this as tuck spots, okay, or pockets. Entirely, completely up to you. Again, you can just use that and just kind of clip something in there to make it all fun. Now we have this here, so I think I'm good there, but I have this American flag that I just think is so pretty, and we may have to trim it down a little bit. Let's do this. It's paper, you guys, so you got to be a little careful that you don't puncture through it. I'm just going to add a little score line here at 3/8. I'm flip this around and add a little 3/8 score line there. And let me just fold this under like so. Fold this one under like so. And you guys, we can now add a belly band to this page right here. So just by doing that little bit of score, all we need is a little bit of glue. And we now have it's not pixelated, it's the paper. Or the paper has messed with the pixelation. So my apologies if that's happening to you. But now we can tuck something behind this flag. That would be kind of cool. And we got this lady. She's kind of fun. What else? Oh, you know what? I can tuck a piece of this paper back there for writing or journaling. Maybe you have some old letters from soldiers that you want to tuck into these. Okay, it is most likely this paper that's messing with it. Let's just hold on till Jimmy Lou turns the page. See if that helps you guys. My apologies. Okay, I like this lady for kind of like right here for our Declaration of Independence. Or I like this lady with our piece like this. I like this. See, I think it was this paper over here was just messing with the camera. It's just doing its thing, you guys. So, again, you can create some pockets that you can tuck extra ephemera pieces into. It doesn't matter. I have some of these here. Let's see. Will this fit? I don't think it's going to fit, you guys. Nope. You know, we can tuck Little Miss Lady Liberty in here into one of these. And it just gives it that little extra. That's what you got to do with your book, is add some things that are just a little extra. So, again, you could just use clips to clip things in. We got Uncle Sammy here. And we're going to add him with a little bit of stuff over there. And we're just going to clip her on. We're just going to give her a clip. And we can add something to the top there. Hang on. Oh, geez. I'm pulling and pulling and pulling, and it's going and going and going. Let's just do this. We've got a nice big chunk here. Yeah, paper can mess with pixelations. Absolutely. Any pattern can. Buffalo plaid can really mess with a creator's, and houndstooth is also a really big one that can just, it can just mess with you. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, what is happening? And then you find out what was happening. You go, ooh, that's what was happening. So we're just going to fold up. And we're going to cut up, and it's going to give us that dovetail. I have my glue machine on over there, and we can add a little, we can add a button to this. Let's add a little string to this. Listen, I'm sewing without a needle. Don't judge. No one judge this. We're just getting some thread in there is all we're doing. Yeah, you're never too old to learn to. I learned it the hard way, and I was like, I don't know why every time I use this paper. And it was another crafter who told me that was like, houndstooth really messes with your pixelation. I was like, ew, good to know. All right, we're also going to take some of this thread, and we're just going to bunch it. Okay, so I got bunched up thread, and we have our clip right here, just like so. We're going to add some glue, and then we're going to add this right over the top, and it's going to kind of look messy, but that's okay. I want it to look messy. I want it to look a little unfinished and undone, just because it looks cool that way. Okay. Try not to stick your finger in it, Jimmy Lou, because that will burn. Not allowed to have any burns today. Okay. Oops. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull this up there and just kind of tuck that in and just let it be messy. Okay. So I'm just pressing that down. And then now we have another clip. Yo, I just said no burning today, Jimmy Lou. Hello. We have a clip that we can now add, you know, to the top. And I like stuff sticking out of my books. That's me. If you don't, you can totally, okay, that glue is still a little on the hot side. That's twice. That was twice that got me, you guys. My goodness. You can also just lay some things in there. See, I said about this here and how it might aggravate me later on. Well, guess what? It has now aggravated me. Oh, I know what. Hold on a second. More of these. Let's tuck this one into. Ah, you guys. I'm in too much of a hurry. My glue keeps sticking to my finger. My goodness gracious. Got Uncle Sam here. We're going to add Uncle Sam. And we're going to add a little bit of, again, this kind of stuff can make or break something. Can just look really cool, or it can make it look like, and you don't want that, okay? It is good to keep learning. It keeps your brain kind of sharp and ready for just about a lot of things. So let's add this here. Okay, and add a little bit of this, you guys. And I'm going to let it go all wonkadoodle on me. So wherever it lands, it lands. However it sticks, okay? And then we're going to put Uncle Sammy right there. And like I said, I have buttons and things like that to add wherever. Let's see, we got a blue and a red. There's a blue and a red. And the pin can be white, okay? Thanks for the stars, you guys. So there's a little spacer, and there's a little blue charm. And we're just going to stick it. We're just going to feed it right through there. Without poking your finger. That's the important thing. And then you just have that little dangle piece there. It's just fun. And let's add Uncle Sammy. They keep saying I'm fuzzy. I don't know why. Earlier when I was talking to Michelle, she kept saying I was fuzzy too. So I don't know. I think it's the patterns of the paper. I think some of it is just messing with you guys. So, my bad. Okay, we got sailors. Oh. We might be out. If we're out, it's okay. I have some more somewhere. Which piece? Let me see it. Is it just fuzzy? Yeah, it was just stuck to my fingers, that's all. Okay, so I was going to add a little something on there. Is what I was working towards, but I'm a little reluctant to add something on there that isn't paper. And all of these are kind of, oh, you know what we can do? See, we have this. If we add this as a charm here, it'll hide that. Just like so. Hold on. There we go. And it looks just like a medal. It just needs a little something in the middle there. So give me 1 second. Let me grab my tiny little hole puncher. I knew I was going to bump that. This should be like the perfect size, you guys. You could also stick a button in there. Especially if you have like one of those eagle buttons that comes off of like a military uniform kind of thing, would be kind of cool. But I have this, so let's see. Let's start with this and see if this will work. Too big. Too big. All right. Hello. I know we're having issues. I don't know why we're having issues either. They keep saying I'm fuzzy and blurry, and that's a Facebook thing. I can't really do anything about that. You got your faith journal today. You don't want to mess it up. You can't mess it up. All right, so I'm just going to add this right into the center of there is what we're going to do. So let's put a glob of glue in the middle. Just like that. And, just drop that in there. And then we just have that charm. And this is just some of that vintage jewelry that I have lying around. Open it and look at it. If you got it, you got to look at it. You got to check it out, right? I think anyways, you got to check that stuff out. Okay. Here's a place here that I knew I wanted to add something. And that's not a pocket there, so we can do a clip off to this side. Okay. And then we have this here. And this here, we're going to add this right there, and we're going to add it by, again, a clip. Clips can be your friends, you guys. Now, if you want to add a little something on there, you could add a little brad, a little button, whatever you like. Whatever you like. Okay. These are good, I think. I just kind of like adding things via clips, because then you guys, whoever wins this, you can get it and put it wherever you like it. So wherever you like for it to be. Just like so. And then we have these. These are our tall little pockets there. Okay. Here's this pocket there. And here's what we're going to do here. We're going to add glue on two sides only. The bottom and up this side. And this is going to create a tuck space. So then you can tuck in things like this. And another one of these if you like. Or just go with something plain. Oops. Like something like that. And then you got that in there. Your place to write, place to add photos. Okay, let's do... We are going to take a sliver off the end. No, we're not. Don't do it, Jimmy Lou. Because if you cut it and it's too short, then you're going to have it and it's going to be too short. And then what? Then where will you be? Right? Just a piece of lace onto the clip. Now, this is pretty bulky lace. Did I lose everybody? Y'all ready to do some shout outs? Who's ready for some shout outs? So this is kind of like bulky, beautiful fruit lace. Okay. And I kind of love how that just fans apart. So let's just take these two and we're going to clip them right on there, just like so. I think I'm out. I think I'm out of stuff to tuck there. That's okay. All right, so we have these back here, and you know what we have? Look how chubby this is. Oh. Okay, so here's what we have left to do. We have our dangle to do for on our spine. Look at how nice and chubby it is, you guys, and there's still plenty of room in there. So we have a place to do our tassel. We're going to do a tassel next. And then after the tassel is done, we're going to take, we're going to do our, our decoupaging. And the reason I'm saving the decoupaging for last is because, you guys, listen, I do not want to deal with messy fingers throughout all of this. So, are you guys ready to do some shout outs? Okay, here's how it goes. If I shout out your name, say hello back. Let's put these to the side. Say hello back, and if your name isn't called out, that's okay. You can still do some thumbs up, some hearts, all of these things. You ran to Hobby Lobby. See, that's what happens when you watch these kind of things. You're just like, oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready for shout outs? Shout outs go like this. We have Carolyn Zeal. Shelly Smith is in the house. So is Peggy Cruz Fusick, Shauna Dixon, and Dana Graham. Thanks for the stars, Miss Dana. Christy Nelson is here. So is Mary Jo Shepard Snyder. Mary Jo, I think you've been here through all of these videos, haven't you? We have Leslie in the house, and so is Liz Hughes and Susan Phillips. Michelle Chaston is here, and Debbie Zerker Fritz. Chris Little. She's sneaking in again, you guys. We got Karen Ryan. Hello, Miss Karen. I haven't seen you around the corner in a hot second. And then we got Debbie Moeller and Lisa Kidd. Cheryl Garner is here again. We got Deborah Campbell and Carolyn Zeal. I think she's been here too. And also Carrie King Hall. So hello, ladies, and welcome. We need to get a dude on here one time so we can say hey to Manny, right? Okay. So let's make a tassel. And not this kind of tassel. These tassels are going to come with your bookmarker, your wooden bookmarker. So if you choose you don't want to use this and you want to hang it on the end, you totally can do that as well. Let me just see here for a second. I thought I had something in this charm thing that I wanted to add to this, and I'm not sure if I can find it again. It's one of those things, you know. This looks like a, these are what I'm looking for. These little charms here. So that one says peace. This one says thank you. Here's one that says hope. And then there's one in my little charm thing that says love. So we're going to make some charm dangle things here. I also have an airplane. That was the other thing I thought was kind of cool. Especially if you're going to do the Air Force. Okay, so let's scoot these to the side. And I'm just going to take pieces of what I have left over. And we're going to make us a tassel. Okay, so whatever fabrics you have left over, you're getting plenty. Feel free to use, chomp them up. We're going to use like 2 of each, right? This one, I feel like I maybe used all of my white, but my white was this. But that's okay, because you can add this to your tassel. It can be bushy. It doesn't have to be plain. It can be as big and bulky and lovely as you want it to be. I think that's a snowflake on there. Let's do this one instead. There's another piece of this. So whatever you like, okay? Whatever looks good to you. Let's see. I know I have some here. This is nice. This stuff here is pretty nice. Nice blue stuff. What else do we want to add? Not purple. Some of this. Okay, so this is like a silver. Okay, and the silver is sort of entwined, okay? So you can untwine it. You can unravel it, okay? And it's going to come up, it should come apart pretty easily. Maybe it's not gonna. Maybe it's gonna fight me all the way, you guys. Because I thought we can tie some of those things onto there. I thought they would come apart a little longer than that. Hold on. Let's see if we can't get it done. If not, we'll just add some thread. That might be the easier way to go. This stuff's kicking my tusher, you guys. There we go. So you want them to be like different lengths if you're going to hang stuff from them. So let's use this for tying this up. So just at the top, pull it all together. You know what? I think I do want to stick some thread in there. Just in the off chance, because you can always pull it out that we need it, okay? And we can find it later for what we want. Okay, so just give this a, give this a tug. Sure, that's going to work out great. Give it a wrap. And then a tug, okay? And that tug is the top of your tassel, okay? It's going to be the top of what you have going on. All right, so let's tie this tight. And then we're going to give it a loop. So that way our loop can get our bulb pin so that we can, well, maybe it's a bulb pin. Maybe we're going to use a safety pin this time. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so here we go, like this. And I'm pulling it kind of tight so that way it'll stay up close to the top. Now we're going to take this and we're going to pull. I'm going to give about a little, maybe a little less than an inch. And then take a piece and tie it up, okay? So give it a tie. There are, if you struggle with this, there are tassel makers that you can buy to make it happen. But let me tell you, you don't really need them. Because you can just cut a piece of cardboard for it too. All right, let's see what we have in our box. We have this. We're going to put that right onto our pin. Now, I'm debating whether I want to use this to clip on, or if I just want to go with my good old-fashioned standby of the bulb pins. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So let's use a red one. Let's add the key to the bulb pin and the tassel. Now let's bring our book in. Oops. And let's get our pin onto our... That first one is like a doozy. Getting that first one on is tricky, I think. So now you have that kind of tassel-y hanging down. Look how pretty it looks against the rest of the... It looks great. I'm loving it, you guys. It's turned out so cool. All right, now we have some charms. We have those love, peace, joy. We have that airplane. We have these spacers we can use. And we also have, this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how those work. Because if you're getting a kit, you'll have one in there. So we have all these little charms and these bits, okay? So even if you have stuff left over, that's okay. All right, so let's see about doing those. And then we have this little handmade label. Take your handmade label and find some place where you want to stick it that it just is going to look neat. So I like sticking them on the back side. And it just says handmade with love. Then everybody who sees it, they know you made it, right? Can you flip the whole book? Flip it. You mean like this so you can see it a little better? Once we get it all worked out, I definitely will do flip through for you guys so you can see what we have going on. Okay, these are ribbon clips. So if you get a ribbon clip, okay, you'll, if you're watching and it's like sideways and it's kind of wonkadoodle for you, just turn your device and it'll all flip around nicely. All right, so we have these. So what you do with these is you take the ribbon clamp and you put it on there, and then you just need a little mini set of pliers, or any pliers will do, and you just squeeze it, you guys. That's literally all you do to these. And it clamps that ribbon in such a way that's kind of cool, and then you can add it to things. So let me grab another bulb pin and we'll work from that. Okay, so we have that we can put on there. Now we can add some charms and things on here. So we could add this red, white, and blue. Oops, red, white, and blue heart is fun. We can also add the piece. Okay, and then this just clip onto the previous charm dangle thing that you have going on there, and you're going to create kind of like this sort of chain effect. Then those, instead of them all being like pinched together, what you can do with those is I know words are hard. You can move them, so whoever gets it. Yeah, Sherry, it keeps getting like fuzzy pixelated. Fuzzy pixelated, I know. Okay, so I have a little charm that says thank you. I know you just want the airplane on there. That I can tell. That I already know. So all you got to do is just put your little charm on there and then tie it up. However you want to tie it, okay? I like taking these gold ones. And if you can manage it, sometimes they come apart and they're harder to do. You can slip them through the holes of your buttons. And those are fun too. But that's why I put the thread on there, you guys. So we got the thread. Here's our thread. Let's add one of these little spacers on there. There's the spacer. And let's do a button. If Jimmy Lou can get her eyeballs screwed on straight. Okay. And then all we got to do is add a little charm. I like the thank you, just because, you know, thank you for your service. It's a red, white, and blue 4th of July celebration. It looks like a dog tag. I am happy with that. Then all you got to do, after you get that tied on there, if you can see straight to do it, is slide the rest of your charms down. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am having a dilly of a time seeing that to tie that into a knot. There we go. Okay, I'll be out in a few minutes to see you. So then all you got to do is just slip those other charms down and then look at. Then you have that. So there's one. Let's find some more of that thread. Here's one way down here. Let's make sure that it's not coming loose somewhere else. That one's good. There's another one. And here's this one. Okay, good. Yep, it was long. You can make them as long or as short as you want them to be. Let's do the airplane next, huh? So there's our little red one. Then all I'm doing for the button is I'm slipping it in one hole and back out another. That'll keep it on the thread. I should have a needle, and then I wouldn't be doing this. There we go. Just slip those out of your way until you get your next charm tied on there. I do not have an eagle charm. I already looked for that. That would have been great. There are some American flag charms in the kits if you're getting a kit, which are fun. Then just slide those other things down. And then those are going to hang as charms off of your tassel, which are just really cool. So let me see. There was one. There was one. Here's one. So we're going to take Hope. And we're going to try to feed it through there. Hope. And we're going to tie Hope up a little bit. And then we're going to tie another one that's going to dangle down lower. Like that. And then we have this. This. I thought to myself, we could probably get this done if I do a push for it. So I'm seeing that that's going to happen, because we have one more thread somewhere that needs something tied onto it. Hold on until I find it, you guys. And you just sometimes need to adjust and see where things are hanging. Give them a little tug or whatever. They might tangle up like those two did. That's okay. They'll come untangled eventually. All right, so here's this one. Let's add this blue spacer. And then we got one that says love. Okay, hang on a second. Let me just let me get my little tweezers. Ooh, Jimmy Lou is breaking a sweat, you guys. All right, so here's, uh-oh. There we go. I was like, uh-oh, lost it. This one says love. Now, if you're getting a kit, the love is in your kit. So are some of the spacers, some red, white, and blue ones. You might have extra from your pens. That's okay, too. I know. I think so, too. That did not. Okay, so there we go. So now we have all those little charms and stuff hanging off of there, and it just looks amazing. Last thing that we need to do for this book is this kit right here. This is like the messy part for me. This is where like Jimmy Lou gets a little messy working with this stuff. So let's see what we're gonna do here, okay? So we have in this kit you get a tassel that I've lost. No joke. I had it because I showed it, because I said if you didn't want to use it on your bookmark, you wouldn't have to. And here it is. And I was like, now it's gone. All right, so here's my little tassel. It comes with a tassel. It comes with 2 beads. This one has 3 by accident. Okay, so you'll get 2 wooden beads. You could paint them if you like. or decoupage them, whatever it is that you'd like to do. All right, so there's our beads, there's our tassel, and it comes with a twine and a wooden piece. Your kit comes with 2 different napkins. You can decoupage for a lot of different things. This has 2 different designs on it, and we're going to use this, and we're going to pull it apart, you guys. Now, I'm going to use matte medium for mine. It does dry in a matte finish, which I really like. And I have Grace over at the Comfy Nest to thank for that, because she recommended it. I ripped my napkin. That's okay. There's plenty of napkin left. All right, so here's napkin. I tore it there, but that's okay. And we're just gonna decoupage it there, wrap it around, and decoupage it, and then we're gonna do some other things. Okay. You can paint your wood piece if you like. You can make it all nice and antique wax it if you like. Whatever you like, okay? It's your book. Do whatever it is that you like. So just put some of that matte medium on there and then press it where you want it to go. Okay? Now we're going to do this side. And this is a little thicker. It's kind of like the consistency of pudding. All right, we're going to do a little along there and a little along here, because then when it's wet, it will tear a whole lot easier. Oops, I didn't do some up there. Yikes, get out of here, you. Listen, stuff, I told you, this is the messy part for Jimmy Lou. Just pull that off, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some on the other side, just like this. And press this down, you guys. Press it down. Oop, it's pulling some of the blue off the color of the napkin. That's okay. That works too. Okay, the trick to it is to work a little quick. And if you work a little quick, it's not going to stick to you so easy. That's the trick to it, okay? And I just pulled it right off the other side. Shoot. That sometimes happens too. That sometimes happens too, so you just flip it over. That means I didn't have enough on there, or the wood soaked it in, which it could be either. It doesn't matter. Whatever you think it was, that's what it was. So just going to do a little along the edge there and there. It was already ripped, you guys. See, the more you mess with it, your fingers start to dry, and it starts to stick to it. Okay, there we go. Whew. Scared myself. All right. So then what you're going to do is let this dry. But before you let it dry, what you want to do, and I like it raggedy and kind of unfinished looking, is you want to take some tool that you can poke a hole in it and find that hole and poke that hole, because otherwise you're not going to get your thing through there. All right, so while you're letting that dry, you're going to take your piece like this. Wee, guys, take a little bit of hot glue right onto the end of your thing there, okay? And give it a pinch and a twist, and it'll give you kind of a little tip to work with. Kind of like a shoelace. And you're going to feed this through here. Just like so. Okay? Now you got this. There's 2 hanging off of there. And these will go right through these beads. So I like to put these 2 on, or put this one on, pull it all the way down, because it's just fun. Like I said, you can paint the beads if you like. Then I take this tassel and I feed it through there, just like that. And then I get the next two beads. You might have to trim up your twine again. I get the next two beads and we get that going on there. The holes are plenty big enough to feed it through. Maybe. My fingers are sticky. Hey, Holly Ann. Let's see if we can't do it. Sometimes it works out really great, you guys, and other times it's like, seriously? Seriously. Sometimes the trick is to twist at the same time, you guys. That one is just not wanting to come up through there. It's kicking my butt. I won't have much more left to trim off. Here's a little trick. Learned this a long time ago. Put a little glue down. Grab your ends of your stuff. Stick it in there. I'm trying not to lose my... because this is not dry. And just pinch and twist. Then it should feed both of the ends. There we go. Right up through. There we go. There we go. Okay, you could dry this with a dry tool if you want. Then I just tie a loop at the top up here. You could add a charm onto this if you want. Oh, him and that darn hose. Yeah, they need a baby wipe. You're right. And then just leave that. And then look, now you have this kind of cool... oh, I swear I'm going to go out and beat him with his own arms if he wasn't helping me with these kits, you guys. And I know he's watering my flowers. I'm going to hang this with a clothespin to dry out in the living room. But this will be all finished then. And you can totally add like a little charm in that box. I swear, he's gonna get it, you guys. He's gonna get it. I mean it. He has to know it's aggravating me. Okay, we're gonna take this as a jump ring. There's some jump rings in your box. And there's this little tiny, this one is a red charm. And we're just gonna connect this onto here too. So wherever you like. I swear, it's easier when there's not a camera rolling. All right, and we go right through that loop and then pinch it back together. And then now that has a charm on it too. So don't be afraid to add some charms to your bookmarker or whatever. And that's it, you guys. That is it. I need a more than a baby wipe, you guys. I need definitely something. So I'll hang this up with a clothespin and it'll dry and it'll be all kind of yummy, delicious, fun stuff. He does. You do hear it outside. No joking. You do hear it outside. It's just a matter of, you know, knock it off. That's what you want to say. You just want to yell out, stop it! Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, the kit class is done for today. The book is finished. The book is all finished. This will be up for sale in the next auction. I feel like I have to shout. This will be for sale in the next auction, you guys. This book right here. This, when this is all dry, I'll get some pictures and a video up for you. If you're watching over on YouTube, hello and welcome. You are watching previously recorded videos from my Facebook page, The Messy Craft Corner. Welcome. Hit that subscribe button. If you're here on The Messy Craft Corner on Facebook, hit that like. If you're not following, make sure to be following, you guys. And you know what? It's most important that you always remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going through, and that's important. So the next auction is going to have two red, white, and blue albums in it. It's got this one from the other day. It has this one from today. And it's all good and set and ready to go. They both have pens as part of the kit, the book. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. I have to film them both now. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Yes, you too. And remember to be kind. It's important. And I will see you guys all really real soon. Stay kind. Bye, guys.